What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven, and I want to say thank you to Square Enix for sponsoring this video. Now, when Square Enix first revealed Romancing Saga 2 was getting a full remake, I was pretty excited, but I didn't exactly know what to expect. Considering the original game was a Japan-only release on the Super Nintendo, I mean, it looked like this. And the Saga series isn't exactly something I knew very well or played a lot of. But after sinking multiple hours into Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven, I am thoroughly excited for this remake, and I think it might be one of Square Enix's best remakes. I also want to mention briefly that Square Enix will be doing a giveaway for Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven. Check out the description below for a Gleam link. You can get yourself an extra entry to win by using the code word 7. More details in the description below. Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven starts off with you picking between a male or female character that you can name whatever you want, as you play the next in line for the throne after your father. The game throws you right into the story in action, which I do like a lot. Setting up the story a bit more, the game takes place in the Imperial year 1000. Absolutely terrifying monsters ravage the lands, and nations struggle to suppress all of the threats, all while dealing with a multitude of internal struggles and strife. But there is one ancient prophecy that says the mighty seven will rise to save their kingdoms in the worst of times. In the Varen Empire, Avalon, the capital city, was suddenly attacked by one of the seven legends foretold, Kzinci. Unfortunately, the capital suffers a crushing defeat, and Prince Victor, the noble heir to the throne, is killed. The ruling emperor and Prince Victor's father, Leon, vows revenge on the seven legends of old, and that's the basis of the story. There are plenty of cool mechanics at play here with Romancing Saga 2. It has a lineage system. Offspring can inherit different powers and buffs from their kin, and with these stat buffs, you'll gradually become stronger and stronger to take on even fiercer foes in the game. So for all of you core RPG game players like myself, you're going to have plenty of challenge here. Now, graphically speaking, this remake looks pretty good. Textures are smooth, and the art style is very pleasing in the same type of way the Dragon Quest titles are. The menus, fonts, and the style of the inventory is easy to navigate and clean from my time with the demo and even into the full game. And oh my gosh, look at the menu screen. I gotta talk about this. It's pretty cool. Now, from a graphics perspective, it's not the best out there, so don't go expecting it to be the top of the line, but it's more than good enough considering it's a Super Nintendo remake. I appreciate the special effects of the attacks and the general smoothness of everything involved. Now, the environments have just the right amount of detail, and it all runs at 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5. This game is fully optimized for what it's trying to pull off, and it does it very well. Now, having nice graphics is awesome, but it would be nothing without the great gameplay to go alongside of it, and this is where I think Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven really excels. This is a traditional, old-school, turn-based combat, but when you know how to exploit your enemies, it becomes increasingly more fast-paced. The game has a hub town where you can change up your party members, get new weapons, equipment, and armor. And what I love about RPGs, and especially in Romancing Saga 2, is the variety of classes. I've always been a huge fan of RPGs that have a wide range of classes or jobs, and Romancing Saga 2 has over 30 in the full game, so I'm definitely going to be experimenting, mixing and matching. I'm already doing a lot of that now at this point. And it gets even better here. Your character can even learn various skills from each class, so I'm definitely going to be making sure that I employ a wide range of different abilities and mixing it with my main character in order to make the most devastating combos and attacks that I can do. When it comes to my own personal playstyle, I've been switching things up quite a bit and loving it, especially when you get to some of the tougher battles in the game. Now, the structure is typical of the old school JRPGs, which we all know and love. You've got the side quest, main quest that you can take on to earn more experience, loot, and money. While there are multiple difficulty levels, I did choose the hard mode to really explore the depth of the combat system, and I have to say, there will be times when you'll be challenged here. You need to prepare in order to beat some of the bosses and sometimes even random enemies that can take a nice chunk out of your HP if you're not careful. Now, the modernization of the combat elements from the Super Nintendo release is well done, and it plays like a whole new game once you really get going. As you play through the game, the option to take on the deadly 7 heroes one by one, as I'm playing the game on hard, side quests and finding the best equipment is a must before I challenged any of the deadly 7. That to me adds more value on doing the side quests and using all the gameplay mechanics at your disposal. As I stated earlier, the turn-based combat here is the star of the show. There's a number of cool combat ideas that I particularly enjoyed. For example, the light bulb icon that appears next to your attacks. This will indicate moves that have a good chance of glimmering. Do that move enough, you can unlock a new move to progress your combat prowess even further. You also get some cool technique points after each battle that can level alongside your weapons to unlock new proficiency ranks that raise your battle points for special moves and HP. Another nice layer to the combat is the formations, which can be customized to get the advantage in certain situations based on what party members you have. Everything is fairly easy to follow and understand for the most part, so if you're someone who might be intimidated by JRPG mechanics, this game is definitely open to newcomers in its design. Now, from my experience, the PlayStation 5 version ran great. Battles and the load times are minimal, but even when I played the game on the Nintendo Switch, while there was a little bit of a visual hit, it still loaded fairly quickly and looked good. My impressions so far playing through Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the 7 are really good. The combat is snappy and fast. There are a plethora of customization options, classes, and missions to tackle. The story is interesting enough to keep your attention, but doesn't have large time periods between combat and cutscenes. The graphics could definitely be better, and I still need to see how the combat holds up in the late game, but so far, I'm having a blast with Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the 7. The boss battles are intense, the music is great, and it offers a lot of interesting mechanics on the combat side of things. Now, there's also a demo, so you can take what I'm saying here, you can check out the demo yourself on PlayStation, on the Nintendo Switch, PC, which that does transfer over to the full game. So check out the demo, see what you think about it, and you'll see a lot of the stuff that I said here is absolutely correct with what they're doing. Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the 7 is out now for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. And check out more information on Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the 7 in the description below. Be sure to check out the giveaway at the Gleam link below as well. Use the code 7 for a chance to win some cool prizes as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell, and we'll see you guys for the next one.